오래. 다원나 애니오나 애니 배 가서 그게 탐절로 배 샘기 덩니를 배slaw나. 배 샘가 낭차 잠을 배. 애니 샘도 덩니 직도 두버 배slaw나. 아다 좀 된데 깨나로래 샘기 덩니도 두버 배신을 소야 되는데 예바래. 아 샘도 지지고 말했더니 다들 요래 치르기 최 요래스니 애니 좀 된데 송셔버 예바래. 전에다 디제선 당내 애니 자가지 캐바 라다지 로빈 첨부주 나로래 어다 된대기 아니 탐절로 생기 등이 되다 봐 생기 낭치삼마도 게 매대버지 된대 소매지 아디 말이지 생기 등이 두드스네 다 가다 생기배 가서래 생기 채바 더버들이 이네 생기 등이도 요고 말이지 그래서 생기 등이 타대베니 뭐 해버리지.
So given these basic premises in Buddhism, it is very fair to raise the question, given these premises, is Buddhism suggesting that everything is nothing but projections of our mind? And this is a critical question, and this question has elicited different responses from the subsequent Buddhist teachers. On the one camp are great masters who have argued that in the final analysis, yes, everything, including our experience of suffering and happiness, are nothing but projections of our mind. But there is also another camp which have vehemently argued against that form of extreme idealism or that form of extreme subjectivism, and have maintained that although one can, in some sense, to some extent, understand everything, including one's experience, as creations of one's mind or consciousness, but that does not entail that everything is but nothing but the mind. One must maintain a degree of objectivity, that things do exist. There is the consciousness and the mind subject does play a role in creating our experience and the world, but at the same time there is also an objective world which is accessible to all subjects, all experiences.
Tenanda Pajana Luduk, Pajadi Loma, Luzang Paj, Luzang Sumimra, Jenny, any Chengju Sujan, Jimmy, Jenny, Chengju Day, Ranzong to Chiaga, Chengju Day, any Shanshik Dado Sumne, any Denemaji, Delia Gemju Suja, Di Jingas or G Amaris. 就是这几门意思，所以讲呢，松门意思，成就主席就得先是个大多松去买的是，然后让钱需要的是，我那成就肯定是谁的是了呢？让去用是写吧来，谈了三节就是，然后让钱需要的呗，呢，什么人性就越少的，人性就越少的就是，说的去年是那么多缺的。起心动念都就穷了，起心动念都就呢，大半呢，你们这人少可多嘞，但的甚至那我都就为了这呢，可他都不都都写好嘛了吧？你们就是呢，让去用是写吧来，让去什么人些有写吧，去的他什么用是早吧去的写吧，就穷人呢，得了啥件事。
Another point that I think one should understand with regard to the Buddhist concept of freedom or nirvana is that in the writings of Nagabuddhi, who was one of the students of Nagarjuna, he states that nirvana or enlightenment is not something that is being given by someone as a gift, nor is it owned by someone. And so what is nirvana? What is enlightenment? What is spiritual freedom? Spiritual freedom or enlightenment is nothing but when one's own true nature... enlightenment... So he states that enlightenment or the spiritual freedom is not a gift that someone can give to you, nor the seed for enlightenment is something that is owned by someone else. So the implication here is that the seed or the potential for enlightenment exists naturally in all of us. So he then goes on to state that what then is nirvana, what then is enlightenment. So he says that true enlightenment is nothing but when the self, the nature of one's own self is fully realized. So when he's talking about the nature of one's own mind or one's own self, he's here referring to what the Buddhists call the ultimate clear light or inner radiant nature of the mind. And he says that when that is fully actualized or realized, that is enlightenment, that is true Buddhahood.
So today we understand that Drupchen Devu and the Chengsu Siddhadi same thing here. Same thing then she. Ranches for that's right. Got same thing then she. That the Kasul Dipsy any same thing to much. That the Jonji dear any Chimadi Nerula that change log logic gave into Zane. This say the change my log logic tone say Amato, Tashem have said. The name into Zane and law said that she was go catch him. Sheba law said she was catch him. That the name into Zane Tao Dorduna Sim Tuna Dawada Tarba Sim Matuna Dungeda and a qua Sashum. So
we can see that when we talk about enlightenment or Buddhahood or nirvana, which is the fruit of one's spiritual endeavor, again here we are talking about a quality of mind, we are talking about a state of mind. Similarly, when we talk about the delusions and the factors which obscure and obstruct our actualization or realization of that enlightened state, we are also talking about states of mind, the deluded states of mind, particularly the ones which are grounded in a distorted way of perceiving one's own self and the world. So the only means by which one can eliminate that misknowing or distorted way of perceiving the self and the world is only through cultivating the right insight into the true nature of mind, true nature of self and the world. Again here, both the purifying paths and also the objects of purification have to be understood in terms of states of mind. So, to summarize, the essential point that is being made in the fundamental teachings of the Buddha is the equation between undisciplined state of mind on the one hand with suffering and unenlightened existence, and disciplined state of mind with happiness and enlightenment or spiritual freedom. So that is the essential point. No.
Unenlightened. Yeah. Now, even our daily experience. Of course, the pains and pleasure mainly related with, sensational, or this body. And another type, mainly, mentally. So that's there. No need to reason. So, between these two, the pleasure and the pains, which mainly come from physical sort of experience, that can subdue, right, or neutralize by mental state. That's clear. On the other hand, very unhappy mental state, very difficult to neutralize by physical comfort. That's quite clear. Even illness, physically very painful, yet your mental state very calm, and also even you may have different sort of, the attitude towards that physical pain. Mentally, not only feeling of unhappiness, but also some kind of willingness to accept or to want is that physical pains. That also is our experience. So therefore, the mental level, that is very, very useful or very important. So therefore, even without talking about next life or nirvana, these things, but in our daily basis, it is, I think, worthy to take more care about our mind than just money. Yeah. So therefore, the ordinary who have no interest or no bother about this long term, but in daily basis, our training of mind is something quite useful. Now, how to change our view, our perception, right?
Perception.
Now,
Perception.
perception.